What's up, you guys? It's your casual clone, and welcome to yet another action figure review. And this is a very, very exciting review for me. I'm extremely happy to bring you guys the Action Force Valaverse figures. Now, these figures are imported. I had to pay way too much money for these because I had to get them shipped overseas because there is no German sellers for these. But I am finally in possession of a couple of figures, and I'm really excited because they are awesome. The entire action figure community at least knows about them, about how great of a value they are for the price and how amazing they pose. And I had to buy a bunch of stuff, so I bought a bunch of stuff. Now, to be fair, I don't know much about Action Force. I don't know much about the characters. I just kind of go by looks. So, what you can see over here is we have 2 accessory packs. So it's basically just the gear that you see here that you get right there as well. Here you see, this is a figure you get this this khaki, I guess, soldier character. Delta Trooper is what he's called. That is a figure, because this figure is usually the base figure that you buy so that you can equip these armor sets here. And then I have a weapons pack, so you get a bunch of guns in there. As you guys can see, this is everything that's included. And then I also bought this guy right there. This right here is Blowback. It's looking awesome. The reason I bought him is because the gear is interchangeable between this main soldier or base soldier and himself. I don't really care about the character or what his role is in the comics or whatever. I just bought him because I think he looks cool. So let's get him unboxed. We're gonna start off with the base soldier because he is basically the simplest. I do actually have 2 of these. I opened one already. Now let's get him out, as we always do. There he is. And the cool thing is they all come with a bunch of accessories. Now this guy is like 20 bucks, and the articulation is phenomenal. And he also comes with a bunch of accessories. So here's the base character figure. We'll take a look at him in a second. And then you get also a really high quality stand, very high quality. It's not just cheap, thin plastic, it's genuinely, it's like, it has weight to it. It says Action Force as well in there. From this direction it says Action Force. Hope you guys can see that. It has pigs in it, so you can stick your figure on the thing. And the thing is, with these character packs, is that the character packs have a file card. If you want to go ahead and read the file card for this character, please go ahead and pause the video right now. As you guys can see, it says right there, cut save combat profile. So you can cut this out. And then once you cut it out, what you can do is you can put it in a little slot here. This is meant for the file card. I think that's such a great idea. It comes with a bunch of sets of hands, and it comes with a dark skin tone head as well, which is nice to see. So he does also come with 1 pistol. It's like a suppressed pistol, 2 fists, 1 for each side, 2 gun gripping hands, really nicely detailed. The bottom as well. So he comes with 2 of these, and then he also comes with 2 sort of just gripping hands. That's basically all there is to it, just gripping hands. And then of course the figure itself. I'm just gonna go over articulation with this guy because he's basically the same as him, just with different accessories and a different head. These joints tend to be very stiff, but with a bit of heat it'll fix itself. You can look up very far, about this far up, this far down. Now there is not a lot of tilt because he's on a disc hinge. He has nice butterfly joints, as you guys can see here, which allow for some good movement, good range, which is good. You have to kind of play with it a bit to kind of get it started. Have his arms go up this far. Don't push it, you don't want it to break. He does have upper arm rotation or bicep swivel. I think you call that bicep swivel. He has bicep swivel. He has double jointed elbows, which are also pinless, by the way. At least the new one. I know there's older ones. go about this far, way past 90, which is good to see. He has a vertical hinge for his gun gripping hand. The other hands here have a horizontal hinge. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but they do have a different hinge. Now, he has his torso right here is on a ball, I believe, as well. So you have some hula hoop action, which is nice. You can crunch forward quite nicely as well. There you go. Crunch back as well. And then you have another separation in the torso right here, which allows for even more rotation and movement, which is just phenomenal. I mean, they're really outdoing themselves. He does also have drop down legs, so you can put his legs down if you pull on them to get some more range of movement, so he can kick up way past 90 when you have the legs dropped down. He does also have double jointed pinless knees, which is just great. They are very stiff at the start, so I do recommend heating them up. Go way past 90. Boot rotation right there. His boots go up that far. It's not that far, unfortunately, but they do go back very far. Upper thigh rotation, which is stiff at first. That's basically the articulation for him. You can obviously swap out the head and the arms, the hands really easily. That's not an issue, so that's really nice. So going over to the weapons pack. So this is very straightforward, not much else to it. You have a bunch of guns in a pack. M4 looking gun. The magazine is removable. It's a bit stiff, but it is removable. You get a bunch of different magazines for the gun right there. These ones in black and in tan, which is nice. A G36 gun, I know this because it's a German weapon, but I think this is like the rifle version. No clue what this is. The magazine for this one is unfortunately not removable, just so you know. And most of these guns also have holes in the barrels because you also have blast effects, which didn't fall outside of the box. Let me get this one. This one's a bit smaller. Pick this in your gun, and then he has a shooting weapon. Now the gun here seems to have a grenade launcher as well. I'm not too familiar with it, but you can put a magazine in here if you choose to do so. No clue what it is, but it is sort of submachine gun. Magazine for these ones isn't removable. Submachine gun, I'm not too sure what it is supposed to be. This one I do know, because it's a German gun. This is an MP5. It's some sort of an iteration of the MP5 that I'm not too familiar with, but I know it's an MP5. That's nice. And then you get a pistol. Again, I'm not sure what pistol this is. If you know, please let me know down in the comments below. I would be curious. The magazine for this one is also not removable. The exciting part is the big accessory packs. These are basically meant for these guys, because these ones are just a base trooper, and these ones are meant to be customized. So you can buy these accessory packs. And here's everything that is included in this accessory pack. I tend to get overly excited and I don't pay attention to what I'm recording here. There we go. So here you have the vest. I mean, the detail is great. You have a bunch of pouches. These are all sculpted in. But, which I didn't know, is that you can remove the knife, which is awesome. I didn't even know that you can do that, but apparently you can. And you have some more detail on the back, so sort of radio. And the way you put it on is you have these pegs here. You can try it on right now. It's a softer plastic, but it's still stiff enough, so you have to kind of fight with it at first. We're not going to peg that in for now. We'll just kind of go with it like this. It already looks so much cooler. You also have the helmet here, which is nice. It's black, so it's a bit hard with the light. I hope you can see as many details as I can. So there is also a belt included. These multi-tool thingies here, like magazine pouches. You have a gun holster. He also has this cool scarf, sort of bandana looking thing, which also just kind of slides over. Look at that, dude. Like as if it's made for the like as if it's made for the vest. It looks so clean. I just love that look. This is great. And then we just pop the head back on. There we go. He already looks so much cooler. Just look at that. And I mean, this one is like a stealth pack because it's all black, but it works with all the other characters because you can buy these in black as well, but they were sold out in black. Oh, and apparently, which I didn't know, is you can detach these sort of ear covers from the helmet, which I was not familiar with. can slide this on his head like this. There we go. It's just looking sick. And look, you even have night vision goggles. And you can plug these into the helmet like in real life, sort of thing. There you go. Let me see. And you can plug them in like 2 different positions, like these. And you can just turn them around and plug them in as if he has them put up. Isn't that cool? I think that's so cool. Oh yeah, and you can apparently also switch out one of these earmuffs with this one. This one's a one with like a microphone, and then the other one is like the other part of the like, sort of headset. So you can remove these. Side holster. Are these magazines removable? They are. They are removable. I think it said on the box that they're actually accessories. He already looks so much better just with this little gear on. And then of course he holds his guns. The guns are also compatible with other 6-inch scale. Use this peg holes on the bottom of his feet and plug him in. I mean, it looks cool. I think it looks cool again, and I haven't even posed him properly yet. But yeah, that's that. And put him off to the side here. And then you have basically the exact same thing, just with a different like main gun, but the rest is basically the exact same. It's just in a light gray tone this time. So let's go over to the big character. Slide him out, and it's also really heavy. It's heavy stuff, and he also comes with his Action Force stand. This is also really well packaged. So you have a window at the top that you can remove, and then there's also this plastic film as well, so that nothing happens to the figure or the character. You can just kind of, yeah, I guess you can kind of take this off. It's not glued on, it's just kind of held there. Man, I'm gonna have to clean all these accessories up. Look at all the stuff he comes with. So this character is like, what, $30? You get 3 sets of hands, and you have the hands that he already is wearing. Helmet accessories, plus night vision goggles, plus an extra head, plus a headset without a helmet, plus a really decked out gun, and the stuff that he's already wearing, because I think he's also wearing the backpack. So let's slowly get all this stuff out. There you go. This gun is cool looking, man. This gun's sick. Look at this thing. This is sick. The head is the exact same as the one from the left, just in a different color. And then the guy himself, oh, it does not come with a backpack. I was wrong. Again, I'm not gonna go over articulation again because it's the exact same body basically. As you guys can see, it's just a recolor. And then the only thing that I think is different from this guy is, so the arms are different. The lower arms is the only thing that's different from both of those bodies except for the head. If you guys are wondering why I sound like this, it's because the audio got cut off for some reason. Here's a closer look at his face. Paint application is really phenomenal on this guy. Almost no paint has been missed, at least I couldn't see anything. And the thing is, I also noticed he has a 5 o'clock shadow. That's so cool. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but he does have a very subtle 5 o'clock shadow. It's really cool that they put that detail in there, because not a lot of people can pull off a proper 5 o'clock shadow. He has a little radio on his back. It's the exact same vest for the guy to the left. So there's no backpack. I thought there was, but there isn't. But here they are next to each other. Shoes are the exact same. It's basically just a repaint. You can tell right there, the exact same sculpt. But yeah, looking really awesome. I can really not stress enough how awesome this figure looks. And again, same vest, so you can also unsheath the knife, which is awesome. Sorry for the camera shake there. But it is just an added accessory. And he does seem to have a small sort of logo on his chest. I don't think it's supposed to be a real logo. It's just kind of there. And he does have a carabiner, which is also painted very well for being so small. And there's his radio again. And yeah, this is really, really awesome. I am pulling out the extra head because I want to show you guys how he looks with the extra head apparently. Here we are. There he is with his extra head. It's also the exact same head as the figure on the left. It's just a repaint, but it is definitely very much appreciated that you even get this option. Gloves are also the exact same. I'm pulling up the glove from the other figure there.
the exact same sculpt. I'm bringing it up a bit closer to the camera here. You can see that it is just a repaint. The other one's just cast in a plastic, whereas this one has some extra paint on there. But yeah, that is that. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing next. I'm just kind of rambling on. I am putting the pistol in his holster, which he does come equipped with. Fits in very snug, very smoothly. The other pistols from the weapons pack also fit in there. I tested it off screen. And here I'm gonna give him a rifle just to kind of show you guys how he looks with a gun in his hand. Because, I mean, why would you have all these guns and not actually use them? So this is actually the same gun that we got in one of the weapons packs, just repainted in a more standard kind of tan look. So it's not that much new sculpt itself, it's just this kind of gun. It's me struggling to get the gun in. It takes some time at first, but you'll get used to it, and they hold the guns really well as well. It's not gonna come out or come off the hand that easily if you put it in right. And again, I'm changing the hands here just so I can show you guys that you can put them in and they fit really well. It does take some force to remove the hands, but if you want to be on the sure side, you can always just heat them up and remove them a little bit better. Here we go. This is his gun holding hand on his left, so you can see that he can cradle sort of the barrel of the gun. I use the gun to hold the barrel. There's another gun, the holding hand, the gripping hand. That one's for the actual like grip of the gun. But I mean, there he is. He's looking really cool. Get the helmet on there, just kind of make him look a bit more tactical. Definitely cool. The helmet is a bit looser, but it's not a big deal. You can definitely make that work. And once you have them on there, you can just kind of experiment, because you have a bunch of attachments that you can always attach and remove as you please. I don't know what I've been doing. I think I'm just kind of looking at it. Here he is from the back again, from the front. And there's alternate head. It's definitely a really nice feature that you have an additional head, because not a lot of people or not a lot of figures these days for that price give you that much stuff and that many accessories. So if you ever have a chance, go ahead and get yourself one of these. If you want, you can put the head from the other base figure on him as well. If you choose to do so, you can. It is an optional thing. They have the exact same body, so you can do that. Or you can put this head on the left figure, because again, same body, so you can mix and match. That's what they are for. The guy that owns the company, or the CEO of the company or whatever, he even encouraged the customization of this series. So if you want to just kind of get a bunch of cool looking military dudes, this is the one to go for. You can just kind of buy a couple of accessories, and it's not too expensive either. He charges a really good price for them, and I really think that they turn out awesome. Cannot stress this enough. I know I've repeated myself a lot because I'm trying to figure out what I said in the original audio before it got cut off, but I think I'm just doing the outro. So if you guys enjoyed this review, please let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next review. And until then, auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye!